Are we live? Good. Game is sharing. I don't know what's up with this, but just to not like staying on for too long unattended. This game doesn't like that. Sorry about that. This game is called the Emo Kid. You go to community college, and there's an emo kid there that is really in love with you. Really in love with you. I hope you can't see it. I don't think it looks as visible to you. So I do this. Whatever. Let us just play. Let me do this. Okay. Start. You wandered inside the art classroom. This being your first official day of community college. Also, I forgot to say, is that like circle with the XX meant to be a reference to creepypasta, marble hornets? Anyway, you wandered inside the art classroom, this being your first day of community college. With your unenthusiastic look, you clenched onto the arm of your backpack, and just honestly hope for the best. You look down at your college ID, a peek of yourself shining through. What do you call yourself? Snow. Snow seems about right. What are your pronouns? He. I'm Snow, and I use he, him pronouns. After a quick glimpse, you decide to take a good look around. Your peers look nice, at least most of them. However, there is one who just seemed to immediately catch your gaze. The Emo Kid. It looked cute in the menu screen. So, hopefully they're that way. Are they? Maybe? I don't know. You two catch a glance. His own gaze feeling like daggers. Despite only being your first day here, you already heard quite a lot about this man. You have the urge to wave at him. Just say, hey, silently wave. Ooh, you're blushing. Oh, you're blushing. Oh, you're blushing. I don't know why this pimple. I'm sorry. I don't know why this pimple just showed up. Started bothering me this morning. He seemed to blush a little more, his gaze now averting yours. You turn back to the front of the class, preparing yourself for what's to come. Okay, class, take your seats. I understand it's the first day of the semester, therefore, I would have the first assignment getting to know your peers. I feel like you're dreading this task. I'll allow you to choose whomever, and don't be a jerk about it. You take another look around, already seeing people go to people who they already know. When you felt a soft tap against your shoulder. You don't happen to have a partner, do you? The flinch, you turn around to the stranger. No. Really? No? Are you trying to make me feel bad for yourself because it's working? Hey! So, do you want to be partners, or... Even though you can see he's pretty much a jerk, you literally have no choice. Fine. Now that we're partners, would you mind me sharing your name? Snow. It's Snow. Snow, huh? Well, certainly fits. Pretty too. Oh, shut up. Well, since you shared yours, you can call me Ivan. So, Ivan, do you know what we have to do here? No, not really. You're a lot. I get told that a lot, actually. Sure you do. Alright, it seems everyone has a partner at this point. What I would like for you to do is ask them 3 questions and vice versa. Please make them inappropriate and nothing overly personal. Alright. But this could be a lot of questions, hopefully. You look back at where Ivan was sitting after the professor gave them... Professor gave the small task of the period. You take a deep breath. So, who wants to go first? I'll go first, I guess. Alright, let's hear it. Are you majoring in art? Yes, I am actually. Do you live around here? Wow, already eager and flattered. You like cats? Yes, I do. My favorites are black cats. Alright, just for today's sake, I'll give you the rest of the day off. Go and enjoy yourself. Well, looks like class is over. Hey, do you want to walk around for a bit? My next class isn't for the next few hours. Sure, why not? Alright, sweet. Follow me to the courtyard. Hopefully you don't kidnap me. Do some horrible shit. Alright. Alright. You walk out with Ivan. You two are at a reasonable distance from each other. He pokes your shoulder, causing your reaction to turn towards his gaze. Hey, I don't think I've ever asked. What are your preferred pronouns? Him. There is this. Nice. Mine are just he, they. And, I thought you couldn't get any more emo. I'm flattered. Relax, it's a compliment. I like emo stuff. I like emos. Come on. I guess I'm making an emo song right now. Emo punk thing. It's basically about a certain sensitive subject. I'm not sure if I can say it or if it's gonna be cause certain triggers for some people, but yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. Anyways, I know it's only the first day of getting to know each other, and honestly, you seem pretty alright. Here. He hands you a slip of paper, probably his number. Thanks. Don't mention it. You held the piece of paper in between the slips of your fingers. You look down. An emo boy gave you his number. What a fucking day. You take out the slip of paper, scanning the digits that made up the number. Put it in your contacts. You seem nice enough. You put the dedicated number inside your contacts. Okay, here we go. Immediately got a call. Answer. Wait, he called me? Anyway, oh. I didn't expect you to pick up. Really? I just put your number in and immediately got a call. Seems stuckerish. Hey, maybe I'm just happy that I met a cool person like yourself. Sure. So, how was your first day? Was everything you dreamt of? Being college is college. Spoken like a true college student. Let's come out of his bedroom. So, you like space? Yeah. I was a huge nerd of space back in high school. So, how long do you want to chat for? You stayed on the call for 3 hours. God damn. Oh wow, it's already so late. I should probably sleep. And with that, you tucked yourself to your mattress and gave yourself a good night's rest. End of day 1. Don't know how many days there are. Okay, good. I don't know if this is a demo or not. I forgot. I forgot. Is this a demo? I can look at the number. Well, people sometimes... It's still a demo even though it says 1.0. I'm making fun of Yes, I'm making fun of you developers. 2. Either that means... That may mean it's just 2 days. Yes, I'm making fun of you developers. I'm making fun of you. Like, obviously that makes sense of doing, like, the number first is how many days or chapters. But sometimes it's not that. And it's just like, come on. Anyway, I feel like you got a decent amount of sleep. Except like you normally did, phone in hand and completely forgotten. It was dead when you woke up. Glanced over at IFM, giving him a warm smile. He seems really cool. I wondered if you guys would ever become great friends. Alright, I'm giving you time to work on your first assignment for this course. Use your time wisely. You've grown slightly. Apparently this semester is filled with do your own assignments, where you choose the topic of the piece. The problem was you had no idea what you wanted to do for a topic. It was frustrating. You take a glance towards Ivan, deciding to get up and walk to where he's at. I thought my hand was on his chin. I thought that was it, but now he's just doing this. Hey, Ivan. Huh? Game? There you go. Hey. What are you working on? Oh, nothing too special. I'm just figuring out ideas for the assignment. And I see I'm having trouble figuring out a topic. Knock yourself out. You glanced over, eyeing the small doodles that made up the paper. Is this like waveforms? Jupiter. Sun, school, eye, star. Don't know what this is. Maybe it's the moons. They seem pretty good. They seem to be pretty talented. Really? They're just scraps. I haven't even tried. Well, I still think they're cool. Took a look at him as he glanced away, covering a blush that threatened to rise to his cheeks. Thank you, Snow. After a good 2 hours of thinking of ideas and goofing around, the class came to a close. Ivan walked up to you without a second thought. Hey, my other class got canceled today. I was gonna go to a cafe near campus. Want to tag along? Sure. Great, it's a date. Alright, we're here. A lot of bad things can happen at a cafe. I do know that. I played Coffee Meat, right? Where, maybe he knows, the, owner, and the owner slips in some drugs. Alright, we're here. Look around, the scenery looking nice and cozy. You've heard of this cafe before, however you never bothered visiting. You were glad he invited you. So, Ivan, do you have a favorite drink for me? Not particularly. I feel like I really like their lattes, though. I am horribly basic. But I guess I can try something fancy. Ivan walked up to the counter, gained his wallet as he got ready to order. His wallet had stars on them. I'll take a latte. Do you want anything? Only if you're paying. Alright. Wait, really? Smile as he got you a fresh croissant. He was definitely blushing. The two of you... I saw something. Demon. Alright. The two of you settled down with your orders, just enjoying the comfortable atmosphere. What sucks is I can see my camera, I can see myself, so I can see things here. So sometimes I think I see something. He talked first. How's the view? He smirked, the smile on his face genuine. Couldn't help but blush in return. It's pretty nice, actually. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think I'm nice? You did. You really did. I mean, yeah, I guess. Ivan simply hummed in return, his gaze lidded for a moment. Two of you chatted for a while, sipping and nibbling at your orders. I wonder if this is just like sugar and cream, because that's just me. I'm not anything fancy. Just coffee, sugar, cream. There you go. It was late in the afternoon before the two of you decided to part ways for the day. You laid down in your bed, sighing as you grew bored. I'm bored out of my mind. You lift up your phone, looking at Ivan's contact. He smiled. You called him. Wow, do I always have to talk first now? I mean, hi. It's too late for that, sweetheart. He immediately blushed at the pet name. Oh, I made him blush. Shh. Hey, I don't mind it. In fact, I think it's pretty cute. You hid your face from the camera too embarrassed to face him. Oh, sweetheart, I can't even face me properly anymore. Don't call me that. Or what? You're gonna do something about it, huh? You and your impressive looks. That's what I thought. Now let's talk about just how hot I look, yeah. Got off the phone around 2 hours later. Left with your face beat red. What? I don't know if this is, let's watch. Is this? What is this? Why are you bleeding? End of day 2. That was very nice and short. I like it. Also, I like him. I like him. I'm still wondering if this is meant to be the Marble Hornets proxy thing. Oh no, it's maybe. Alright, I'll be right back. We're gonna play something more because a 17-minute stream, really? Alright. Be right back. Or, no, actually, for VODs, I'm going to stop. So that way... Oh, should I? No, I did something similar for, Our Life Begins in Always. Alright, I'll be right back. See you later. Hello. I am back. Oh, yeah, you can see it. On. Kinda. You can see it. There's no audio or music because we're in a trigger warning screen. All right. Change the name. Pulsatio Cordis. This is the content warnings for the game. If any of these things make you feel uncomfortable, please take care of yourself and click off the stream. Okay. Sorry. Just making sure I'm. Alright, let's play. Confirm. Warning, this game contains graphic depictions of violence and content that may disturb a sensitive audience. Made by Lucia Lilly. Here we go. That's why I have hair. You're not gonna see one of my eyes. Alright. We're gonna be playing Pulsatio Cordis. Don't know much about this other than that you have a crush on this character and they're yandere for you or something like that. Don't know much, so don't take what I know because I don't know much. Maybe as much as you. So anyway, let's play. What is your first name? No, I don't want to give you anything. Snow Blink. What if they do? I'll just give a fake last name, Parker, because I don't want to give you anything. Male. Snow Parker. Name. Gender is male. Why is it non-binary? Correct. Yes. Demo players. I'm gonna skip the demo content and move to the first location of your date. No. I don't want to skip it. Oh, this give me flashbacks to non-dairy some, but anyway. I recently moved back to the town where I spent my childhood. We've only been back for a few months. My parents ran into financial troubles, so we sold our house and moved back here. I can't say I'm complaining. The city has its own ups and downs, and to be honest, I couldn't really get along with a lot of the kids at my old school. It feels weird to be able to. It feels so weird to how everything's changed since I was gone. Many of the shops and buildings I used to visit as a kid are gone, torn down or replaced. More importantly, there's the people of my new school. I remember many of them from primary. I was even friends with some of them. Of course, you can't leave for 8 years, come back, and then expect everyone to acknowledge you like they would have back then. Excitement of a new student in our year group frizzled out quickly. Soon, I went from being coddled by all the popular kids to barely existing. So now, I usually sit in the secluded corner of the school field, doing my best not to make it obvious that I'm sitting alone. Sometimes I'll talk to someone in class and get them to let me join their friend group, but it never lasts long. Honestly, it feels kind of demoralizing. It's not as if I'm being outright bullied, but that almost feels better than just being ignored. I usually try to stay out of people's way, but when there's trouble, I can't help but want to get involved. Sure, maybe I just want the clout that could come from exposing the conspiracy to blow up the school, or some secret student-led drug trafficking ring. But alas, I'm not that lucky. At one point, I tried to defend a junior who was being harassed by a despicable crime of blocking off someone's locker. I was paid back dear. They threatened to spread rumors about me all over the school about my opinion on moving back. Who would think I was shallow and spoiled, preferring the big city to our quaint little town that I was calling it a shithole. Would have ruined my reputation, but someone saved my life. His name was Liev Latane, head boy of our school. Friendly to everyone, easygoing, polite. Everyone at school looks up to him, and not just because of his personality. He's also, like, the smartest guy there. And according to a lot of people, insanely attractive, myself included. But that's beside the point. One day, I approached him in the hallway. I felt nervous but desperate. People targeting me had blackmailed me into not reaching out to any faculty for help. I didn't know what else I could do. But his kind smile helped calm me down, even if only a little bit. And so I told him about what was happening to me. All I expected was advice. I knew Lev was a busy guy. But he told me not to worry and that he would take care of it. Days later, I found out a further investigation was carried out. They discovered that the bullies had been smoking on school grounds, which led them to be expelled. Lev hadn't just taken care of the problem, he made sure it would never spring up again. He was the first person in school to really care about me. I think that must have been the day I got a crush on him. Okay. That's cool. I left the letter in his locker today. It's probably going to be in vain, but to be honest with my feelings. But best be honest with feelings, right? If he rejects me or doesn't respond, oh well, I can cry about it over the weekend and then get over it. I'm used to that kind of treatment by now anyway. Shit. Very, very ballsy. Very, yeah. God, I hate this pimple. Huh? I turned on my phone and saw a new message from a number I didn't recognize. It's just like, I'm gonna be ballsy and ask out the head boy or whatever. I forgot who he is exactly, but very important. He's a Snow Parker. It's Lev from school. Oh, God. Hey, my heart skipped at the message before I shook my head to clear it. It could just be a prank. I told myself this was way too good to be true. I mentally debated whether or not to answer it. Eventually, curiosity got the better of me, and I typed out a cautious response. Yeah. I don't want to sound rude, but did you get my number? There are two possibilities. Either Lev had found my attempt to confess hilarious, and he was getting his friends to prank text me, or it was really him. I found myself wanting to be optimistic that it was the latter. But what I knew of him, he seemed far too mature for that kind of stuff anyway. His reply came within seconds of mine. You gave me your number in your letter today, haha. Okay. My face flushed at the reminder of that stupid letter, of the fact that I'd given him my number on the off chance that he would actually respond. I've been alternating between severely regretting it and feeling relieved that it was off my chest. And now, alright, sorry, I was just a little worried. It's okay, I should apologize, dude. It's always weird when you get random messages from people who aren't in your contacts. Yeah, but it's okay. Awkward, this is so awkward. Oh, this is so awkward. What is Lev actually using an emoticon in a text? I don't know why, but I found that kind of cute. It always struck me as the proper texture type. always using correct grammar and spelling. As I sat there, doing my best not to fawn over the fact that freaking Lev Latane is texting me. My phone pinged with another message. So, are you free tomorrow? What? Was he serious? Was Lev really asking me out? Wait, but I asked first, but would that make him accepting my confession? Wait, what if he meant something else by that? What if he just wanted to hang out as friends? What if I saw myself before I could go on rambling, paranoid thoughts? This is the most popular guy at school, for God's sake. This guy, the guy I'm currently crushing on, had to take the opportunity before it disappeared. First, still in my state of disbelief, I made sure to confirm that it was indeed a date. Sure, yes, I am. Just check this is date right, not just a hangout. Yeah, call me overly paranoid, but I wanted to know rather than later to save the disappointment. I briefly worried that he would take a long time to respond, but mere moments later, my phone pinged again. Of course, it's a date, silly. Why wouldn't it be? All right. I can't believe it. Shit. I'm actually going on a date with Live Levine. Latine, whatever, how you pronounce your name, I don't fucking know. The next day. I'm finally here after a 10-minute walk from the station. Cross the road until I'm in the front of the big gate with an archway. Live and I decide on going to the amusement park for our date. An hour's train ride away. Our date. No matter how many times I repeat those two words to myself, I can't quite believe that they're actually true. That this is really happening. I thought that the train ride would give me time to get myself together, but somehow it's only made things worse. It's only making me think of more ways this date could go wrong. And my family's teasing remarks before I left the house didn't help either. What if I accidentally spilled something on him while we're having lunch? What if he makes a joke and I ugly laugh? What the fuck was that? That's my fake ugly laugh. Alright. What if I throw up on him while we're on a ride? What if you get the idea? As of now, I'm having a lot of second thoughts about this. My feet move my body as if I'm on autopilot. I walk through the entrance, scanning for Leave. Speaking of Leave, Leave? Don't know. I finally got around to actually adding him to my contacts under his actual name rather than unknown. He sent me a cute text this morning. I'm a little ashamed to admit that I read it over and over on the train. Good morning. I'm very excited for the day. See you soon. Taking a deep breath, I do my best to calm the racing beat of my heart. I can't have him see me in the midst of a gay panic. Looking around, doing my best not to make it obvious I'm looking for someone, searching for a hand waving me over, listening for a voice calling my name, something. It dawns on me that I have no idea what he looks like outside of school setting. I consider him send him a text to ask where he is. Ooh. Turn on my phone, seeing a new message from him. Yeah, I can see you. Look beside the leftmost ticket booth. I look towards the spot he pointed out and seeing someone wave to me. I walk over, I do my best not to think about my still racing heart. As I get closer, relief washes over me briefly at the realization that the person in front of me was indeed the person I'd expected to meet. But then the relief is braced with a crushing nervousness. There he is. Here he is. Leave Latane, most popular guy at school. My date with him has actually officially begun. Hey, Snow, what's up? I'm not gonna survive this. What do I say? Hey, how are you? I'm good, how are you? This guy! I didn't even see that. Oh, there's timing? I have to do timing? Fuck you. I can't go back to save. No, I did save. Okay, good. I'm great now that you're here. My pounding in my chest relaxes a bit. It's nice to know that he seems just as excited to see me as I am him. So, how was your trip? Did you take the train? Yeah, it was good. If I could drive, I would have driven, but oh well. What about you? Did you drive? Yeah, I got my full recently. Damn, already? I didn't even have mine restricted yet. You know, I can drive you home if you want. That way you won't have to pay for the fare back. Eh, just like that? He's offering to drive me home? I'm tempted to take the offer, but imagining being in the car with him, just the two of us, leaves in half an hour. Too much. Besides, it's too early to say whether or not to want to go through with that by the end of the day. If I'm really unlucky, he might just even ditch mid-date. Twice, the mere thought of it is bringing sweat to my palms. The part of me knows it's irrational to be cautious, that I need to consider every possible thing that could go wrong, but I can't help it. It's not every day the head boy of your school agrees to go on a date with you. Subconsciously, I rub my hand against my leg. Are you okay? Yeah, just a little nervous. It's the first time I've ever been on a date. Don't worry about it, it's mine too. What? Yeah, I've been like what? That's... Affection. 0. Still on affection. No affection. It's a little surprising to hear that someone so idolized by the school, even though I already knew about the rumors. Though I'm curious to know why he picked me of all people. I decide that's a matter best left for later. We're still technically standing outside the amusement park. By now we must look a little silly loitering around. Make sure everything looks good. Yes, everything looks good. Maybe turn down the music a bit. I realized with my VODs and stuff, I didn't even notice. My the music is kind of blending a lot with the audio. You can still hear me, but still not great. It's also hard to do that when you can't really hear it yourself. We're still technically standing outside the amusement parks. By now, we must look a little silly loitering around, so I point to the ticket booth, gesturing him for a follow. Come on, the park's awaiting. Oh, I think about taking it soon, but the very idea makes me combust. Ooh, instead we walk together to the ticket booth. Does it look nervous or I don't know? Instead, we walk together to the ticket booth. I pull out my wallet, intending on paying mine myself, but Lev stops me, shilling my hand with his credit card. Huh? I don't need to do that. I can get my own ticket. Lev shakes his head. Nah, it's okay. He did ask me out. It's only about to argue his logic, but he smiles at me reassuringly, as if to say that it's no big deal. Sensing that he's not gonna bulge, I shrug and tuck my wallet safely back into my bag. Part of me feels relief that I'm gonna be saving money today. The clerk hands us our tickets. Sweet, have a good date, you two. We will, thank you. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Oh, wait. Oh, I guess I can count that as a win. I saw the head boy blush. I don't know what kind of park this is. Just a normal park. Okay. Garden is gorgeous. Rose bushes line the pebbled pathway, and the arches made of greenery. And flowers greet us as we stroll past. I'm feeling better and calmer than earlier. The sight of the pretty flowers also helps. Lev and I haven't really been talking. Honestly, I'm fine with that for the moment. Sometimes it's nice to take in your surroundings quietly. And if at least someone does speak, and it's Lev. Are you feeling better? Yeah. Sorry, I just get like this sometimes. It's alright, you have nothing to apologize for. His words are nice to hear. I let my shoulders relax as I smile. Thank you. I let my gaze drift to the rose bushes, unsure of what else to say. It's quiet for a little longer. I worry that I'm starting to become awkward. Thankfully, he's the one to start up conversation. So, how's school been going? Or just suppress the urge to snort. Ah, please. Finally reached the weekend, you want to talk about school? Well, it's kind of my job, isn't it? To represent the school. Yeah, well, you're off duty. It's the weekend. Surely there are better things that we can talk about. Fine, you're off the hook for now. Scary. The big bad head boy is abusing his privileges on a poor, defenseless student. Hey, you've had your fun. No need to rub salt in the wound. We share a laugh at the little jest. It feels good sharing such a light moment with someone I've seen as so intimidating before. That was really nice. Now I haven't laughed like that in a while. Why? It's a great live letting too high and mighty for even a little chuckle. Oh no, I meant for my... Oh, I rubbed my arms consciously. Crap, sorry. Did I go too far? No, it's not that. You're right. I've been way too high-strung over the past few weeks trying to manage everything going on. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't read the full thing because I was like, oh god, you said something dumb, and I have to settle the embarrassment. I have to deal with the embarrassment that you caused, MC. Wait, you can see my desk. Oh, fuck. You can see my desk, thing there. Because I just wanna... Oh, I fucked up. No, I didn't fuck up. It was MC who fucked up. Fuck you, MC. Alright. My heart sinks to my chest. I should have known better than to insult him so casually. Even if I meant it as a joke, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean what I said. I know, it's okay. We sit down for a minute. My head is killing me. Sure. We head over to the nearest bench. Lev sits down and I follow, seeing a little away from him to give him space. He glances at me with a strangely disappointed look but says nothing. We sit in silence for a few minutes. I want to say something, but I worry he's not in the mood for a chat. I can't help but worry about what he could be going through. What if holding it was the reason for him feeling so down? I knew more than anything about how I felt, so I take the plunge and ask him, hey, Lev, do you want to talk about it? Glances at me looking surprised. He didn't answer right away, probably trying to gather his words. It occurs to me that he probably doesn't get to do that often. Being head student required you to be always looked and acted your best. Someone who was way too open and complained about the problems a lot wouldn't exactly give school a good look. I think I'm just a little stressed. A little. Sighs defeated. Okay, maybe a lot. Of course, he was under a lot of stress. Aside from being a head boy, he was the leader of 2 clubs and a UN youth rep. Far in his position, I won't even be able to function under the crushing pressure. I think of what to say in response. Something that helps ease his burden. I'm here to listen. Tell me about it. It's not a guarantee I can help, but I feel bad about it. Plus, I have no idea what it's like to be in a position of leadership, let alone several. I can only hope that by listening, he'll be able to unload any worries plaguing his mind. It's just... a lot is going on right now, especially since we're heading towards the end of the year. So much to do, so much to think about. We're having an athletics tournament coming up soon. We've been pretty much in charge of training since the co-leader has been slacking off. There's a competition coming up for the debate team soon. And we've all been training extra hard so that we can take the cup home again this year. Next weekend I have a meeting at the UN youth. So I have to get up early and drive a few hours just to get to the venue. On top of all of that, for external exams and applying for scholarships, it almost feels like too much. Sometimes I just want to curl up in bed and stop coming to school. I knew he was stressed, but until now I had no idea how stressed. God, my troubles seem so minuscule compared to his. His schedule must be crazy packed. He must have forgone at least a few commitments to be able to make it today. really sorry that you have to go through that. Been able to talk to anyone else about it? Friends, family? You must at least have some support system you can count on to be able to handle so much stress. To my surprise, Lev shakes his head. People in the student council have their own things to worry about, and I'm not really close to anyone in my extended family. What about your parents? Or they haven't been much help? This is kind of the bare minimum they expect. In other words, Lev has tiger parents that encourage his overachiever behavior. How wonderful. Screw it up. Get that they're your parents and they only want to see you succeed, but can they do anything to help? Let you see a therapist? With Lev's parents apparently being a renowned psychiatrist and lawyer, I'm sure they would have to be rolling in dough. Therapists should be a small price to pay for the sake of their son's mental health. It's not that simple. Huh? My parents are both workaholics. They've never really had any time to spend. Especially recently, they both went away on business. The situation was more complicated than I thought. I knew that therapy wasn't to the be-all and end-all situation to things, but from the stories I read online, it was a step in the right direction. Sorry, I didn't do so. No, it's okay. It's not an exact situation with a simple, concrete solution. Still, you shouldn't have to shoulder all that by yourself. It's not healthy. Real rich coming from the guy who's hiding his anxiety from his parents. This isn't about me. It's Lev and his problems. I'll tell you what, if nothing else, I'm here for you. You can talk to me about whatever's bothering you. It's good we have each other's numbers now. Normally, I'd be a little apprehensive to say that to someone I barely knew, but Lev had been so kind, accommodating to my tendencies to overthink things and reassuring me that I had nothing to be sorry for. I wanted to repay him in some way. Even if I wouldn't always know what to do. I wanted him to know that I'd always be willing to lend a listening ear. Thank you, Snow. The first person to say that to me. Huh? Really? Didn't your friends ever said that they'll be there for you? Yeah, you're the first person to actually discuss my problems. People in my student council usually go for the toxic positivity route, saying that I just need to cheer up and stuff. Life only gets tougher as we get older. Yeah, those people. Hate those people. Damn. I need to get some new friends. Yes, I'll just come down. Thanks so much. My anxiety is now cured. Lev cracks up, laughing at my joke. I find myself joining him, the sound of his laughter contagious. But I managed to make him smile like that. It looks different, more genuine than the polite ones he gives people at school. Come to think of it, Lev is acting more relaxed now than he usually does. He's usually so prime and proper, even with his approachable demeanor. But I shrug it off as just him being different outside school. Perhaps this is just how he acted around his friends. Hey, Snow. What you said earlier about getting friends, I'll take that suggestion. I felt... that is, wow. How about being my new best friend? I'm dumbfounded by his straightforwardness. What? Lev Levine, the most popular guy, wants me to be his best friend. Deep flush spreads across my cheeks. As if this week wasn't crazy enough already. In the span of a few days, I've gone from a nobody to becoming the first person of the senior year to date the head boy. Yes, of course. But, isn't that a little late to ask me to be your friend? I mean, we're literally on a date with each other, romantic one. Ooh, yeah. Stop teasing me, Snow. Please. Don't provoke the great Levine, or I might just have to tell on you. Ugh. Snow has this ridiculous threat. Oh, dear me. Please don't. Anything but that. Ugh. Lev and I dissolve into another fit of laughter. The atmosphere is at last light once again. All worries temporarily forgotten. Hey, Snow. Yeah. Thank you for hearing me out. For listening to my problems. I really do appreciate it. All the sincerity is his voice is also appreciated. It also causes all sorts of warm and fuzzy feelings to flutter about inside me. Sorry, my phone is gonna die. I'll be right back. I'm gonna be right back with my camera. We're gonna still do this. We're gonna still do this, but without camera. Alright. Charging my phone right now. It's no problem. Lev reaches out into his pocket to check his phone. It's about lunchtime. Wanna go and find something to eat? Yeah, I'm starving. I am starving too. And so we leave the garden with him, hopefully a clear mind, and me with a spring in my step. The restaurant we settled on was a quaint building that served Italian cuisine. When we step inside, the smell of freshly baked dough hits my nose, a wonderful aroma that makes my stomach growl. Save this. Not sure if this is gonna be a time yeah. Oops, pardon me. Lev. Hold on. You don't hear it, but I accidentally unplugged some stuff. Lev merely smiles at my antics. The menu pretty much only has pizza and pasta available options with a few yummy looking dessert options. Ooh, hey Snow, what are you gonna get? Good question. Damn. Just like me, huh? There's so many options. What would I feed? Don't feel pizza. I feel pasta. I think I feel pasta right now. Oh, why is good? What is good? What is mushroom risotto? That's mushrooms sounds good. I don't know what risotto is. It's rice. Is it rice? I think it's rice. Is it rice or is it not? Or yeah, it's rice. I don't like rice. I like mushrooms. I don't like rice. I guess carbonara. Get the carbonara pasta. Sounds good. Do I know what carbonara is? I think I do. I do. Sounds good. I'll get the same. Feel flattered that Liv is intimidating me. Well, either that or he just happened to want the same thing. Let's see if he wants the same thing. Okay. No, he just gets the same as us. I'm gonna get the carbonara. I feel flattered that Liv is imitating me. Well, either that or he just happened to want the same thing I did. Though there's still the issue of the price. I know I have money left over from the week's paychecks, but I know how they like to gouge prices at places like this. I'll cover the bill. You don't have to worry. What? Seriously? You don't have to. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I want to treat you. Oh. I know that he probably gets a hefty allowance from his parents, but still feel bad taking advantage of my date like this. Well, ooh. What gets... Oh, there we go. Ooh. What? Okay. I just wanted to see. which is better. Well, obviously, offered to pay the whole meal. How about I pay for the whole? You heard me. I want to pay you for everything. I know, but recently I caught off guard by my response. No strange pride sensing that, seeing the well-mannered bad boy suddenly become a flustered mess. It's okay. It's my way of helping you feel better. You don't need to do this, though. I just don't want to in the end, though it is your call. Lave gazes at me for a moment, peering at my face as if to figure out some hidden meaning behind my words. Are you really sure? Because if it's because of earlier, it's fine. You really don't have to. Oh, and you did pay for admission tickets. I haven't forgotten. It just feels unfair to shoulder this all yourself. Don't you have enough to worry about as is? Honest, it's not a problem. You sure? Smiling reassuringly, yeah. Of course. Okay, if you insist. Triumphance erupts in my chest. Or does negative anticipation. My bank account is not gonna forgive me for this. Well, I did save, so if something bad happens, we'll come back. We place our orders and wait for someone to show us to our seats. The waiter soon ushers us to a table right by the windows. It gives us a nice view of outside, even if the crowded attractions and rides aren't exactly the poetry material. We sit there in silence for a little while. I think of Lev's forlorn expression from earlier, and when he poured out his feelings from what was probably the first time in a while. I'm hoping that my earlier after he will have less to worry about. Maybe he still has a lot of troubles on his mind. Hasn't tried to make small talk since we ordered food. I can't let him wallow in those thoughts. I have to distract him somehow. Those thoughts in mind, I open my mouth to speak. Before I can say anything, Lev speaks. Thank you, Snow. You're so kind. You're really sure it's okay? I don't mind paying you back. It's okay, Lev. You don't have to worry about it. This is me getting you even with the tickets. Alright, I won't press, but if you change your mind, just let me know. Oh. Why is... Hold on.